Good morning, boys and girls. I'm going to start with cleaning up the energy because, it's been a rough week and it's only Wednesday. So, I'm going to pull for a specific sign. We're going to just see who it's going to be for. I'm Erica, or High Priestess E. And I've been doing readings on here for about a year. And I just actually really enjoy it. And I'll take that time to thank my assistants on the other side for their direct messages, interpretations, and general assistance in interpreting the messages. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Sagittarius, it's you, baby. Okay, so we got a 9 of Wands. So it feels like right now you may be feeling overworked, or the word that came to me is tried. So possibly you have people that are in your energy that are trying you, that are kind of trying to create problems with you, trying to have arguments or fights with you. So you want to be like really cautious. It appears that you're hanging in there, but you're already at the 9. You know what I'm saying? Where the 10 is completely burdened, right? With possibly work or responsibilities. Because, wands are about work or about action. So having this many wands is like having so many responsibilities, so many things on your plate. And then on top of that, it feels like, someone is trying to kind of get to you, trying to, I like to say, like, get you out of your hookup, like try to get you off of your center, right? And that's the one thing, that's like the most important thing that I say here, like almost on every reading. Don't let people from the outside influence your energy, right? No matter what, people are going to be influential to your energy just because of being in your vicinity, right? But when there are people that are intentionally negative, you need to try to avoid these people, because this is just going to create more problems for you, right? Because energy, just think of it, is contagious. Think about it like chickenpox, right? Because what happens in a crowd when something goes wrong, right? As soon as one person gets hyped, starts yelling, gets agitated, it's like it spreads like a virus throughout that crowd. One of the reasons why I do not like to be in public areas that have huge numbers of people crowded in small spaces. That's a no-no for me. I'm like really sensitive to energy, and it's just too overwhelming for me. So you want to be really careful about the people that are near you, because I feel like they're the ones that are trying to create, I don't know, like a chaos, kind of like just upset you and kind of get you out of your normal temperament. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. So I'm going to pull, I don't want to do those. And my other ones are in the car. Okay, I'm going to use this. Power of self-direction. And just kind of see where you need to go. What's happening here. I'll pull a couple of these. And then we'll use a couple tarot cards. And see where it gets us. Hope you guys are doing good. Staying cool. It's pretty warm here. As you can see, I'm already sweating, but I don't have central air in my house. But it's okay. I rarely get hot. I'm only hot because I have the light on and my hair down, but it's okay. All right, let's get a couple cards for Sagittarius energies. What do they need to, okay. Share the joy, gratitude, what the hell? Gratitude. Remember the smile. Watch as blessings flow into your life. That kind of came out backwards, though. Came out upside down. Let's get another one. Tell me more about this gratitude for Sagittarius. Ancient elemental magic. utilizing the primitive power of nature for transformation and manifestation. Okay. So, what this feels like transmuting energy. I know it's like these terms can be like really complicated if you're kind of a beginner into tarot. But it's basically like spiritual alchemy, right? So you're being sent these attacks, or you're being burdened with this work, right? So you're being called to use ancient magic, and ancient magic is transmuting energies, right? So it's like taking whatever energy is sent at you, right? Because you're going to get all different kinds of energy sent at you. So taking that energy, the anger, the jealousy, the hatred, the anxiety, the depression, all those energies that you're exposed to on a daily basis because of the people that you're exposed to, taking that energy and changing it into something powerful, right? And gratitude is a huge, huge piece of this puzzle, right? Being grateful for every situation that is presented to you, which is a possibility. It's possible to be grateful for every situation that's sent to you, because every situation is a chance to learn and a chance to grow. And once you get past the emotion that is tied into what happens around you and what happens to the people and places around you, once you learn to transmute that energy, right, you're able to be appreciative for every single moment, every experience, and even every challenge. Because you know that there's something bigger that's going to come out of this. You know, kind of like staying in this, right? Not getting knocked down. When you're tried, when people send you attacks, when things don't go your way, and you continue to stay standing. Yeah, you're not at 100%, right? Because you've been taking shots. I mean, that's obvious. So, you know, the character is a little bruised up. You've been taking on some stuff. But you're being called to use this ancient magic, which is transmuting the energies that are sent to you, right? And you can do that with appreciation, with gratitude for every experience. If you're grateful for an experience, it can't hurt you and be useful to you at the same time. Right? So here you're making a choice. What are you going to do? Are you going to be grateful for the challenges that come towards you that help you grow into a stronger person, a stronger soul, even developing your true oneness, your spiritual and your physical, right? It's about gratitude. So I know it's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? But even in the difficult situations, being appreciative, even if you can pull out, I don't know why my hair's doing that. Even if you can pull out consistently one or two things that you're always grateful for, like, damn, I'm grateful for my job. I make decent money. I can support myself. I'm grateful for that. Because things can be taken away from you at any moment. So remember gratitude. I'm going to pull a couple cards just to kind of see what's going on. Looks like we're going to use the Modern Witch deck. Make sure we got everything. Okay. Okay, so we cut on the Hermit and the Three of Wands. So really taking that time. And sometimes that's what's necessary, right? Sometimes in order to be able to transmute that energy and to alchemize the energy that's sent to you, you do need to go into this hermit mode, right? Take time away. Basically, like it's like what she's doing here. Take time away from the outside world. Like she's closing the computer. So basically, it's like I need to back away from the world, right? Because when you see the computer, it's kind of like the World Wide Web is connected always to the computer. So it's kind of like shutting out the world in order to gain the enlightenment that comes from the divine and from your ancestors and your spirit guides. We got Eight of Cups. Looks like walking away from something or someone, even though you have a lot of emotion invested. It looks like this is an Empress that you're walking away from. I'm not sure if it came upright or in the reverse, so I'm just going to stick her back in the deck and see how she comes out next time. But we had the Empress. So there's a possibility that you're walking away from an Empress at this time, or an Empress is walking away from you with the Knight of Swords trying to rush in. Usually that's someone coming in with a message. Swords are air. They're about conversation, messages. Usually I do see the Knight of Swords as being a little aggressive just because of the swords. Let's see. Okay, tell me who or what Sagittarius is walking away from. What are they moving away from here? We got Page of Swords, and so it feels like you're moving away from someone who's been watching you and sending you messages. Let's find out who this person is. So I got these just like, oh, this isn't the one. Witch tools. So I don't think that's the right one I want to use here. Path of Shadows. Yes, Path of Shadows. This one. So this one just has some characters in it that can kind of give you an idea of what type of energy this person is in that's been watching you and sending you messages. That one looks pretty excited. Cauldron. Intention, alchemy, manifestation. So it's a possibility this person is trying to manifest you in. So they're heavily focused right now on you. And it's funny, you got the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. We got 8-8 energy here. It's my nephew's birthday. Okay, let's find out more about this person. Oh. All right, tell me about the person in Sagittarius's energy. Procrastination. The tickling of the clock distracts me from the fact that my worst enemy hides in my mind. Okay, so this is like a thinker. This is a person that, oh my gosh. This is kind of like, it feels like this person is like in this low energy, like lack of self-confidence. That's what this is. So it feels like this person, they're kind of like obsessing in a way, but like not in a negative way. But I think it's more of that they're too like intimidated or a little too scared to come forward. So this might be something online. We did see that computer. This could be someone that's watching you online and possibly sending you messages or commenting on your pictures, things like that. But it's like someone that's hiding. Because if you look at this, we see the clock. And this is a person that's been in your life for a while. I see that with the clock, right? Because they've had the time. They've had the time, but they're basically like hiding. You see how it's dark there? The brightest thing is the time. So there's been time. This has been going on for some time. Mirror. Self-examination, understanding, acceptance. It kind of feels like this person isn't going to come forward. What's this? Oh, Evil Queen in reverse. Evil Queen in reverse. So, where love eludes, fear becomes my throne. What would a rose be without its thorns? It feels like this evil queen is like in the background here. And that could be why this person is not moving forward with contacting you. Because it's like where the evil queen is directly opposing this procrastination energy, right? So this is a person that either they're worried about someone in their energy that's kind of representative of this evil queen, right? Or they are the evil queen. They could be bipolar, and they could kind of like rotate back and forth from kind of this depression, anxiety energy to then this evil energy. So like either way, whatever this is, whoever this is, you'll know who this is by the things that I'm saying to you. It looks like you've decided to walk away. So let's see what's going to happen next here. We see that it's someone that's not, they're not taking any action here. And it's been some time and you're already walking away. So it's like this is closed. So I think this is just urging you to keep your distance, especially with what I was talking about with energy, about staying away from people that can be very negative, low vibrational, have anxiety, jealousy, right? That's why this person's coming up. And you're making the right decision on staying away. 10 Swords. Tell me more about the 10 Swords. Four of Wands. So like this person, this is clearly relationship related, right? That's what it feels like, and that's what I'm seeing here, right? We got Four of Wands. But I asked about the 10 of Swords. So we had the Four of Wands clarifying the 10 of Swords. Right? So meaning getting into a relationship with this person would feel like this, right? Because of this flip-flop energy, because of them going from this procrastination, depression, anxiety to this evil energy, right? So this would be something that would take you down completely, okay? This relationship, this would be too hard, right? It's too much. 10 Swords is your back, is the most you can take. So this is something that clearly you moved away from because you had to move away from it. There was no way for you to take any more of this energy onto you. I'm sorry, I get upset. I get upset, when people aren't treated well and people are taken for granted. I don't like that. Like we should appreciate all the opportunities that we have because there's always someone that's less fortunate than you are. And it's like, as a Cancer, I feel like that's my constant, I'm constantly like looking at other situations, putting myself in other people's shoes, trying to understand what other people go through in order to be kinder, to be more sensitive, to be a better person, like a more compassionate person. We got Two of Swords. You blocked this person. Good work. Good work. Yes. So you've already done all the things that you need to do here. So you block this person, you're moving away. So the point is just to stay away, right? Stay away from those energies and kind of rest in gratitude. Use gratitude to transmute those energies and all that comes near you. We've got ahead of you. We've got Justice. We've got King of Pentacles. And we got Two of Wands. So this is like deciding on a new path, right? Two of Wands is like the two paths that are let out ahead of you, right? And you still haven't made the choice on where you're going to go. But the point is that you have options, right? We have a King of Pentacles here. That feels like your energy, you're whole and complete, taking care of yourself, kind of like in a boss energy, right? Responsible for the people in your life, taking care of people, and in that boss energy, male or female, that doesn't matter. We both have masculine and feminine energies within us. So sometimes we just operate in either more of a masculine or more of a feminine. The feminine can be a bit more passive and supportive, where the masculine can be a little bit more active, forward, you know what I mean? Working harder, making more movements, right? So that's why I say you're in this King of Pentacles, where you've made the right decision here. You've blocked this energy out and you're moving forward with your life. So now it's important, instead of focusing on the justice here, instead of focusing on getting justice in this situation, it's more important to focus on this Two of Wands. Because that's fresh. You're fresh. You're starting on a new path. You've already walked away from this, right? That was the first card out. This was the first card out. That's the main point of this. You're walking away. And now you're looking out. You've got options. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do with this energy? You know what I mean? So, really important. Alchemize that energy. Try to stay away from people that try to bring you down, that are depressed, anxious, angry. Help out where you can, because I'm a person that always says help out where you can. But remember that any energy you're exposing yourself to, you're taking it on, and it is work to clear that energy and to move that energy in a different direction. So just keep that in mind, Saggy. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.